United 2, Brighton 0. A bit of a delay in this video. I was at the game on Saturday, so I was waiting to see a few highlights and stuff on the TV before giving my immediate reaction. But you can see immediate reaction on the Viva Red Army podcast with myself, Stell, and Harrison. But onto the game, very similar to the game United played against Brighton in the league, where Brighton defended well, were very organised, and United had to keep working and plugging away to break them down. Thankfully, that did come from a goal from Lukaku, who has really stepped up his game over the last few weeks. He's really proven to be a team leader for United. He can the way he's playing, he's looking like he's going to be worth the £90 million. He had a dip, but you can tell that he's improving. His touch is improving, his movement's improving, his work rate's improving, and he's scoring goals now for fun as well. He just seems a totally different player after that Chelsea game. So hopefully he can kick on, fire us to FA Cup glory, and then kick on from next season. But onto the overall performance of United. People are going to say, look at the stats and say, oh, Brighton had more shots on target. But they never really troubled Romero. Romero's been a very good backup to De Gea in the FA Cup and in the League Cup as well. He made two good saves, but they're two saves you'd expect a Manchester United goalkeeper to make. Not taking anything away, good saves. You have to obviously be alert and stuff, but they didn't really trouble us. Looked a wee bit dangerous on the counter attack in the second half, but with the pace United have in Eric Bailly and Valencia, then you'd expect United to be able to deal with the counter attacks. Having Bailly back's massive. I think he's been really good for us this when he plays. He even makes Smalling look competent. So hopefully he can stay fit for the rest of the season and the majority of next season. But onto the big talking points from the weekend in terms of United's speed in build-up play and Mourinho's comments about it after. So United were very slow and they did seem to play it safe. And again, people are going to blame Mourinho for that, but Mourinho openly came out criticising the United players for that. And I think he's right to, because the players they've hung him out to dry. They've let him sit there, take the flak from the media. It's about time they took some stick on themselves. I mean, they're playing for Manchester United. You need to take risks. Like Rio Ferdinand said in I think it was his book, about Roy Keane having a go at him for not taking a risk in training. These players need that. They need to take risks. Scott McTominay, brilliant young talent, and don't get me wrong, he breaks up play really, really well, but everything is sideways, backwards. He's playing it too safe, and I understand he's young, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure he'll get better, but he needs to start taking risks. Jesse Lingard as well. Last couple of games, they've not been what we've seen from Lingard this season. Not once did I see him pick up the ball and run at the Brighton defence, try and play a through ball, or take a long range shot. I didn't see any of that from Lingard, and it's disappointing because we've seen a lot of it from him this season, and I'm sure that's something that will irk Mourinho. That'll be one of those. That'll be what he was talking about in terms of players when the going gets tough. They don't want to make mistakes. They don't want to risk upsetting the crowd. They don't want to give the ball away or have a long range shot sail over and the crowd get frustrated. But you need to take a chance. You need to bank on your own quality. You need to trust your own quality. So I think he's right to point the players out and single them out for a bit of stick, because they deserve it. Matic and Lukaku aside, in terms of from the midfield up, Matic and Lukaku aside, all the other players seemed lost. I'm a big fan of Mata, but he wasn't anywhere to be seen on Saturday. Martial, I'm a big fan of Martial as well. It seemed like he was going to be the one to create something, but again, the wee 1-2s with Mata in and around the box aside, there was nothing really from Martial as well. Rashford brought a bit of energy, but still just not that quality which United were missing. So we're into the international break now, and I think it's about time that the players take a good hard look at themselves, go away, play for their countries, and come back, and hopefully they can feel reinvigorated for the rest of the season, because I'd love to see us win the FA Cup again. We've not done well in it at all recently. Obviously we won it 2 years ago, but other than that, it was 2003, 2004 we last won it. So I'd like to see us get another FA Cup trophy and move back level with Arsenal. Obviously Tottenham in the next round. It'll be interesting to see Pochettino, the media darling, great attacking football against the dinosaur Mourinho. It'll be interesting to see that. One last thing about Luke Shaw. People saying Mourinho's bullying him. Come on, you need. I didn't think he was too bad against Brighton, but when you're getting as few opportunities as Luke Shaw is, not too bad, isn't gonna keep you in the side. You need to go out there, take any chance you get with both hands, and you really need to make sure that you don't give the manager a reason to take you off. Unfortunately, Luke didn't, and it looks like he'll be away. But anyway, up the Red Army, and hopefully we can beat Spurs, get into the FA Cup final, and secure second in the league.